Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Um, Grand Rising. I'm actually up a little later than I normally am because normally um, I'm up, the live is done, but today, because I have an event going on this weekend, it's been a little hectic, so I'm up a little later. But what I said to myself was, even though I didn't get to bed till late and I'm up, I'm still gonna get up. I'm still gonna do what I do every day, which is put this word out. So today, this is going straight to the masses. I want everybody to hear what I'm saying today. Um, it's something that I believe is so true that I have to put it out there. I have to let it be known. This has to be done because everybody that knows me know that my social media presence is for two things: is to promote business, which I'm passionate about, the business that I'm in, and also about life, because I often say that business and life coincide with each other. They complement each other. They run parallel. So today, my subject this morning is being the evidence. Say it one more time. Being the evidence. And let's start it off with the life part first. In life, if you are or in business, if you are trustworthy and people can say you always say what you mean and mean what you say, then that's being the evidence of who you are. That's being the evidence of being your authentic self. But more so when it comes to business, being the evidence means that if I'm telling you that this is how the business works and it works for me because I do this, and you actually see it, I am being the evidence. In business, in my business we also use a word called duplication, which means the business works because the proven method is often duplicated. And we make things harder a lot of times by trying to reinvent the wheel. We try to put our own spin on a given known formula, something that's been working for years and years. So when I say being the evidence, I mean doing what's already been proven that can be done, doing it, making it happen, then showing your other people, your other business partners that it can be done. Life is the same thing. In life, if you want your children to know what it's like to be hardworking and honest, they have to see you being hardworking and honest. If you want your children to be fair to others, you have to show them that you are fair to other people also. And with your relationships and with your significant others, how you treat them is how you want to be treated. And when people see that, you don't have to be one of them social media people that every time they're talking about they love their person, but then in real life, your relationship is a wreck. See, being the evidence means that I don't have to keep telling you something. It is shown through my actions. And that's what I mean by being the evidence. Because, again, it's the truest statement that was ever said was when Jesus asked, when they asked in the Bible, how can you love God who you have never seen, but despise your brother who you see all the time? And by being the evidence, I'm going to show my people that I'm going to show them love unconditionally. I'm going to show them love at all times. So again, I have to be the evidence of what I say. I can't be a backbiter. I can't be a person that's puts out false information and tell people I'm being the evidence. Because people will see that. When you're phony, people see that. When you're not your genuine self, people see that. So I want to continue to be the evidence. especially my business partner. I want my business partners to understand something. This is to everyone in the masses, but it's really out to my business partners. We have to learn to duplicate. And what I mean by that, I brought up people into the business, and my goal was for them to do what I did, not how I did it. And this is why I don't get people wrong. We all have different styles of doing things. I may be loud and aggressive, and I'm in your face. Some people are more quiet and subdued. So the thing I want them to understand is you can do the same thing I can do. It's just the way you do it. But I'll often tell them that you can't run your business by sitting on your business. And you don't want your business to become less of a business and more of a bill. Because if you're paying overhead for your business and you're doing nothing with it, it becomes to you another bill. Good morning to my business partner. It becomes to you another bill. So what you want to do is, in order for people to join you sometime, they have to see you doing something. Because if you're sitting back and not doing anything, then they go, well, why would I join something like that if you're not doing nothing? Even in life, if you're a parent and you're telling your kids, I want you to follow this track, but you lay on the couch every day, what are you showing them? You're showing them that you're a do nothing. You have no goals. So my biggest thing every day when I come on here is to be the evidence to my people. Is to show my people that not only am I going to speak about it, I'm gonna be it. I'm gonna be that thing that you think. When you say, well, I'm having a hard time, we all have hard times. If you saying I got bills, we all got bills. But I'm gonna be the evidence that it still can be done. Often tell my people that when I first started, it was extremely hard. It was right during the pandemic. Nothing was moving, nothing was going on. But I trusted that God already had the plan for me, and I was going to be the evidence to other people. It just was within me to say, you're going to be the vessel. You're going to be the vessel that shows people how it's done. And again, in order for people to really get what you're saying and understand what you mean, they have to see it sometimes. And again, like I always say to my business partners, y'all see me. So I'm somebody you know. I'm somebody that you can watch. I'm somebody, and again, you don't have to emulate me or anyone else. You have to find your niche and make it work for you. And that's what I mean by being the evidence. All I can continually do, and I'm going to continue to do it until I can no longer breathe air or talk, is I'm going to put the information out there. I'm going to plant the seed, but you got to water your own garden. I'm going to make sure that you know all the information that I know. And I often tell people all the time is that I want to be that person that not only builds an empire, but helps others to build an empire. And I feel you can't be they often say in my business, you can't be a king or queen until you make a king or queen. So my goal every day is always to push my people to become better, to push my people to start. Because I tell them, you're at a good position now because everybody's the same position. We have zero. So when we have zero, there's no place to go but up. But you have to be the evidence. And what you have to do is allow yourself to say, I will succeed regardless. I won't let anything stop me. I won't let anyone ever get my head, especially the naysayers. Because it's some people that are doing nothing with their life and they want you to do nothing with your life. Because sometimes they say misery loves company. And that's a true form of what really happens with some people. Then you have the crabs in the barrel mentality. And my biggest problem with that is that if we just push each other up instead of pulling each other down, we all could be on the outside. But in life, that probably won't happen. I'm going to tell you why. You have some people that have no goals, no aspirations, no motivation. So they feel, why is this person doing this? Why is this person getting this? Why is this person successful? And I can answer that question in a few words. That person's successful because they choose to be successful. Success is a choice. And when I say it's a choice, that means when you get up in the morning, you have the same opportunity as anybody else. The problem with some people is all they look at is the I can't word. And to me, I can't just means you won't. Because you could do anything you want to do. People pop bottles at clubs. People buy iPhones and they buy Jordans. But people refuse to invest in themselves. So if you're telling me I'm going to put my energy, my time, my money into something that will bring me nothing when I can invest in myself, then I'm going to turn around and I'm say this all the time. I'm going to continue to be the evidence. I want y'all to watch me, because I notice people watch me every day, and some people never respond, but I know they're watching me. And to me, that's me being the evidence. That's me getting on here and saying something positive, because I'll never be on here talking anything negative, because that's not what my platform is for. My platform is to make sure that people understand that you can make it, but it's up to you. You can do it, but it's up to you. And if it just takes me being that vessel, being the evidence of what's possible, then that's what I'll do. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I'm on the top of the mountain, I'm so successful. No, I'm a work in progress. So, but what if you watch and you look, you can notice that where I began, I'm not there anymore. I'm in the middle somewhat. And my goal is to continue not only be the evidence to you, but be the evidence to myself. Because when you can go back and watch yourself and think about the things you have already said, sometimes that's motivation for you to keep going. Because don't get me wrong, everybody gets a little distracted. Everybody gets a little to the point where they say, I can't do it, even me. But the difference between me and others, what I do is I put so much content out there about being positive. I would be a phony if I didn't go back and sometime readjust myself and say, you told them you're going to be the evidence, be the evidence. And sometimes you lose, sometimes you get knocked down. The problem I say with people is when they get knocked down, they don't get back up. Because you can fail, but you can turn around and get back up and keep pushing forward. So this morning, like every other morning, I'm not going to keep you on it too long. I always tell y'all I keep a time thing on here. But I want you guys to understand that I need you guys to be the evidence. People will follow you to the ends of the earth, but you have to be the evidence. You have to show them that what you're doing is worthwhile for them. What you're doing will be beneficial for them. Because they have to see you. They have to see. Some people can't go by, he just told me a good story to get. No. Be the evidence. So on that note, you have a productive day. You have a blessed day. And I will speak to you guys tomorrow. 1.